What's going on? It's your boy SB. All right, so my DSP is closing. Let's talk about it. So isn't this crazy? I mean, we've been talking about this. We've been watching it. They've been talking about layoffs, just the company in general. And then all of a sudden, my DSP is like, yo, this date, we're done. All right, so yes, it was a normal day in SB's life. You feel me? I was waking up already not wanting to go, you know what I mean? But they usually send you a text before about an hour and a half or so before you start work, letting you know what route you're on, etc. They sent that usual text out. I rolled over, you feel me? I was already like trying to mentally battle, like, all right, I gotta do this, let's go. Look at my phone. I don't know none of the route numbers, you know what I mean? So I don't know why I be looking at it. I usually look for my pad, which is pad A or pad B, let you know if you're leaving earlier or later. So I check it. It don't say that. Right off the back, it's like, good morning. And then it's like, so our last delivery date is 2/15, something. I think it's 2/15. So I'm sitting there like, you feel me? I'm wiping my eyes, you feel me? Squinching at the phone like, does this really say what I think it say? It say what I think it say. So I was just like, okay, just came out of nowhere. So let me just go to work. So I get in. And I get there early. It's not really that much of an explanation. It was really like 1 minute, like, oh yeah, this happened. I don't really want to disclose what the reasons they said because I don't know. Our owner didn't tell us. You know what I mean? That's another thing. How the owner don't even tell you. So the owner didn't tell us. It was our dispatchers, which are basically the people who just went one step above the drivers. So they already look uncomfortable. You know what I mean? I'm reading through what they're saying. I'm like, oh, okay. I think I maybe asked one or two questions and I seen was like, you know what? All right, I'm going to just leave it there. So that was one thing. I was like, yo, how come the owner didn't tell us? You know what I mean? Unless it was another day because I don't work there full time. But everybody else was there that was just as confused as I was. A lot of side conversations going on. People was like, yo, what's going on? And one thing that the dispatchers did say was like, listen, we're going to try our best to relocate everybody to put you in another DSP because the building didn't close. Our DSP closed. But even with that, I sat back and I just looked, you know what I mean, to see was there going to be some type of protocol? Are they going to walk around with a sheet of paper? All right, do you want to be placed somewhere? It was none of that. You feel me? Like it was low key still a rush of everybody just getting, you know, their vans and getting their stuff ready. And it seems like more people still had questions, but you know what I mean? They didn't want to go and ask. In that situation, I don't think you should have to go and ask. It should be, you know what I mean? Like, yo, it should be more than enough information. Now, if you have anything else, come ask. It wasn't really like that. And I don't fault the dispatchers at all. I think it was just maybe they don't even have all the information because like I said, the ladder at Amazon delivery, tiny, you feel me? Baby. I'm talking about ladder to the floor to the sink. That's how big the ladder is. So the chain of command is basically owner, maybe a manager, but most of them don't have that. It's dispatchers and then your driver. So maybe they just didn't have all the information. And another reason why I don't think it was already announced, or it could have been, like I said, it could have been, but the way people were acting, they were really surprised and they were really like, oh, you know, it was people, people wasn't happy. And then later on in the day in that route, I was seeing packages just everywhere because your routes a lot of times intertwine. Like if you go to a drop something off and you see, oh, somebody was already here, or you know, like a few doors down. Sometimes somebody else's route will bleed into another one. You know what I mean? As they're on their old route, that happens a lot. So during this route, packages was like on the street. You feel me? Packages was just scattered. Like it was like, yo, this is crazy. So just being in the actual event of what we've been covering has been interesting. So first off, of course, this sucks in every which way, shape, and form. First off, with the people who don't have a second job, and I'm going to get to that in a second. But with myself, I had plans. You feel me? I had goals. I had it strategically set for a certain date, but that date has been chopped. You know what I mean? And that's finances that has now been lost. And then I also said, once I hit that date, the only thing that would change that is if something changed. If the economy went left, you feel me, or this went left or something like that, and I would have to stay at that job. So now I have to immediately reassess, readjust due to the finances that have now been chopped from the shutdown of our DSP. Now, the thing that really sucks, there's so many people that work there. That's their only job. So I'm really hoping they can place a lot of people in different DSPs that are still in that building. But one thing I didn't hear, or at least wasn't emphasized, was like, yo, everybody's good. Don't trip. As long as you want to work, you can work. it didn't really sound like that. You know what I mean? And maybe it's just me, but it didn't really sound like that. I hope so, though, because there's a lot of people there. It was like, yo, that was their only job. You know what I mean? So to get a text, like I say, I hope that's not the way it's delivered. Maybe just because I'm part-time, but at least 20 people that was there that day was super surprised. And it seems like that was their first time hearing it. It just sucks because how do you deal with that type of news? Like, yo, your whole livelihood is going to stop on this date in about 3 weeks. And it hits different when you're there. You feel me? I'm there. I'm seeing, I'm very observant. So I just sat back, watched, listened. Everything, information came from all ways. You see people look terrified. You see people look angry. You see this person, boom. Then the hearing, you hear people being smart. Oh, boom, slamming doors. Well, I might as well do this. I can't get fired. Or being funny. Oh, I might as well do it. I can't get fired. I'm taking in all this information because being there live in that moment is just different. You know what I mean? Like, you can really observe a lot. So that was a trip to see as well, just seeing how people took it in and how I took it in myself as well. That just means I'm going to go down to one job, which is how it should be. But in this economy and with Amazon, you feel me? Like, yo, now are all DSPs closing? Of course not. Not every DSP is closing. Even our whole building, all the other DSPs aren't closing. But I would love to give my opinion. I mean, it's just a lot of weird stuff going on right now. And I might have to get into that on a live. You know what I mean? If I have a long live, everybody that watch, you feel me, that's watching, they won't, I don't think they'll sit through that long live. So I may talk about it on a live. Also, to a few things I've heard. Shout out to one of my supporters. I don't want to say your name. I know I said I was going to shout you out. I was in the gym. I was working out and somebody came up to me. He was like, yo, you know, I watch you on YouTube. I'm boom, boom, boom. And the reason why I don't want to shout you out is because this person is a salary employee. And with any type of information I put out, I don't want nobody's name attached to it to think I got any type of information from that person. But you know who you are, and shout out to you, and thank you much for supporting too. So with them saying they are shutting down the DSP, basically our delivery, our company, one thing that they did say, and this is where I was kind of skeptical on, they said, yo, there's a severance package. But the thing is, I didn't hear that from the dispatchers. I heard that from a random employee. I said, hey, excuse me, what was that? You know what I mean? I'll be to myself watching. I heard something, ears start tingling. I'm like, what did you say? Oh, yeah, you know, they said it's supposed to be like a severance package. You feel me? That's music to my ears. I was already quitting and I can get a severance. But later on in that day, I made a call to the dispatchers. Okay, let me get some information because this is going to explain a lot. Now, I asked the employee who told me, well, what's the severance package? And this was the first red flag. I don't know. What was the price? Did they say how much they were going to give us? No, they didn't. I don't know. So already with those two things, that spoke to me saying, and hopefully I'm wrong, to me that said, you're not getting much. And the reason why I say that, and I hope I'm wrong, is because why would you not disclose that? That would be an incentive for people to stay on the job and not just quit before that end date comes because they have something to wait for. But if that's their only job, they may just wait it out anyways so they could get another job. But I don't know. It just seems weird. Why would you not disclose what's in the severance package? Or if it is a severance package, why wasn't all that stuff shout out with the same message of the deliveries closing? So to me, hopefully, it's just because I'm part-time and I'm outside the mix, but I don't think so because a lot of other people don't know as well. When information is just real missing and it's like you trying to build a puzzle, this don't look right. You feel me? Where's the nose? The eye? Why is the eye on the cheek? Where the rest of the puzzle pieces? Something's up. And I was going to go deep into this and really expound. I think I'm going to wait for the live though, just so I don't make this too long. Deep down inside, I set a date to quit, right? But if anything would have been shaky in the economy, or if another layoff would have happened, or if this would have happened, or this would have happened, I'm not going to lie, I probably would have been like, you know what? I can't quit. How can I quit this free money? And that's something I stated in a few of my videos. I said, man, I know for me it's going to be hard to just walk away from a job. No matter how much it hurts my body, no matter how much I'm stressed out mentally, I just know for me it would be hard due to the fact it's not about stacking up money or chasing money or loving money, nothing like that. The fact is, I'm fully convinced a storm is here. You know what I mean? Forget what big media says. they lying. I know that sounds crazy. Something's not right. Everything is just, yeah. And I've said it before the train crashes off the railroads. And I'm not the type to say something is going to be bad, but I stated that like, yo, I think this year, and that surprised me to say. I didn't say rough, weird. I said bad. And when you look around the economy, all the layoffs, a gang of people trying to find work and can't find work, even though big media talking about, oh, they're a record low unemployment. One reason, just go look up people who don't work for, I think it was 6 months. They take them off of the unemployment list. They're not even considered unemployment no more. Look that up. And how many people are in that boat? The numbers to me can't be trusted, but it's even bigger than the economy. The economy, people are struggling right now, inflation, all that stuff, right? I see all that. And that's one reason why I was trying to just work as hard as I can, stack up as much as I can, have as much cushion, pay down debt, all the things I was talking about since last year. But I also started to say we need to prepare mentally, physically, economically, and spiritually. And the reason why I said that is because with the breakdown of people's finances, savings getting low, stress, like I've said this before, people are going to break. People are going to snap. And then with all these accidents happening all over the country, I don't think being prepared economically is enough. And the reason, hear me out. There's so many people taking people's lives in the club, taking people's lives in the street over. Just goofy, crazy stories that I'm seeing in the headlines like, yo, this is crazy, but it's just people snapping. I say all that to say, I think it's going to be more that we need to be prepared with than just money. Another reason, okay, you got all the money, right? And let's say you're just a little dude or a smaller female. You coming out the grocery store, you coming out the bank, you going anywhere. There's people getting pulled out of their cars right now. You feel me? In Hollywood, in big places where that don't usually happen. Get out your car. You feel me? Like in that situation, you're going to need more than money because they came to take your money. You know what I mean? So with all this stuff going on, I already knew that was going to be my biggest battle, is letting the job go. One thing I did do when the topic came up of being relocated, and it's not like they went to every person, talked over the phone, and I asked questions about the severance package, which I wasn't really able to get any clear answers because they didn't have the clear answers. The dispatcher was like, yo, so, I can put in a good word for you for this DSP, but I was like, nah, I'm cool, man. Like, good looking. And the thing is, I don't think I will be able to quit. And I know I need to prepare in other areas of my life than just money. And why would just my DSP close down? You know what I mean? So I just took it as a sign like, you know what? Nah, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to work one job right now, preparing all these other areas. And I'm going to give myself 2 months. Of course, I'm going to crack down immediately on any extra spending. I was going to put some more money into the music. If you've been following my page, you already know I was talking about a concert. I'm probably going to cut that concert. And the reason why is because when I step out, I want to step out with the banners, all that good stuff. And I had that extra finances to do it. Now, I don't think I want to use that when I can use that money for something more resourceful. And I'm thinking I may just take 2 months, you feel me, let my brain finally breathe. You feel me, back like, but while I'm watching them bills though, and then see how I'm looking at 2 months to see if I do need to go back to working a second job again. But I'm going to do another video because I didn't even cover a lot that I had down, and then some of the pivots that I'm going to make, all that good stuff. But yes, my DSP is closing. That's crazy. There's so many people there, man. That sucks. If you work in my DSP, there are people who came up to me from my DSP like, yo, I watch you, but So if that's you, man, I hope everything goes good. You can reach out to me on Instagram if you just want to chop it up. You feel me? If you feeling some type of way or you don't know what to do, if I can be any type of encouragement, let me know. You feel me? Hit me up on the gram. Don't let this discourage you. Don't let this hold you back. You have to keep going. And then it's like, yo, what if these people have bills? You know what I mean? Or in debt, and this was their only job. Y'all, you feel me? Reserves. What is the other one? A resume. You feel me? Mentally try to stay in that right place. Physically get in that right place. Spiritually get in that right place. This year ain't gonna be no joke. Let's prepare for it. Anyways, this is your boy SB. Be sure to like, subscribe. If you haven't hit the notification bell, yes, I'm also an artist. I go by the name of SB. This song is coming on. It's called, what's it called again? Whoa. Oh, also, man, I even shout out my own brand. I'm wearing my hat. My fault. I'm tripping. I'd like to apologize to the sponsors. Me. Dreamsofmotivation.com. If you like this hat, which is, which hat am I wearing? The hard work pays off hat. If you like this hat, I do have this on my website, dreamsofmotivation.com. I don't have the shirts up yet because I just got the hard work pays off shirts in. Actually, no, I take that back. They've been in for like 2 weeks. I just haven't went through them, put them on the website. Ain't had no time. I guess I'll have some time now. But if you guys want to support, the hats are up, dreamsofmotivation.com. Other than that, yes, this is my song about to come on called Whoa off my project called Motivated. Link will be in the description if you want to check it out. It's on Spotify, iTunes. Also, the music video for I Gotta Get It came out. Go ahead and check that out as well. I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. It's your boy, SB. Let's go.
Look, say I couldn't do it, but I did. Turn stacks to a crib. Yeah, going up, going in. Let them sleep, bedtime, tuck them in.